The same. Roxanne. D.E. Guiche, on the king's service. You? Roxanne, king loves. What other king? Cyrano, great God. Christian, rushing forward, why have you come? Roxanne, this siege, 'tis too long. Christian, but why? Roxanne, I will tell you all. Cyrano, who, at the sound of her voice, has stood still, rooted to the ground, afraid to raise his eyes. My God! Dare I look at her? D.E. Guiche, you cannot remain here. Roxanne, merrily, but I say yes. Who will push a drum hither for me? She seats herself on the drum, they roll forward so. I thank you. She laughs, my carriage was fired at, proudly by the patrol. Look! Would you not think 'twas made of a pumpkin, like Cinderella's chariot in the tale, and the footmen out of rats? Sending a kiss with her lips to Christian, good morrow. Examining them all, you look not merry, any of you. Ah! Know you that 'tis a long road to get to Arras? Seeing Cyrano, cousin, delighted. Cyrano, coming up to her, but how, in heaven's name? Roxanne, how found I the way to the army? It was simple enough, for I had but to pass on and on, as far as I saw the country laid waste. Ah, what horrors were there! Had I not seen, then I could never have believed it. Well, gentlemen, if such be the service of your king, I would fainer serve mine. Cyrano, but 'tis sheer madness. Where in the fiend's name did you get through? Roxanne, where? Through the Spanish lines. First cadet, for subtle craft, give me a woman. D.E. Guiche, but how did you pass through their lines? Libret, faith. That must have been a hard matter. Roxanne, none too hard. I but drove quietly forward in my carriage, and when some hidalgo of haughty mien would have stayed me, lo! I showed at the window my sweetest smile, and these seigneurs being, with no disrespect to you, the most gallant gentlemen in the world, I passed on. Carbon, true, that smile is a passport. But you must have been asked frequently to give an account of where you were going, madam? Roxanne, yes, frequently. Then I would answer, I go to see my lover. At that word the very fiercest Spaniard of them all would gravely shut the carriage door, and, with a gesture that a king might envy, make signal to his men to lower the muskets levelled at me. Then, with melancholy but withal very graceful dignity, his beaver held to the wind that the plumes might flutter bravely, he would bow low, saying to me, Pass on, señorita. Christian, but, Roxanne. Roxanne, forgive me that I said, my lover. But bethink you, had I said my husband, not one of them had let me pass. Christian, but. Roxanne, what ails you? D.E. Guiche, you must leave this place. Roxanne, I? Cyrano, and that instantly. Libret, no time to lose. Christian, indeed, you must. Roxanne, but wherefore must I? Christian, embarrassed 'tis that. Cyrano, the same in 3/4 of an hour. D.E. Guiche, the same or 4. Carbon, the same it were best. Libret, the same you might. Roxanne, you are going to fight, I stay here. All, no, no. Roxanne, he is my husband. She throws herself into Christian's arms. They shall kill us both together. Christian, why do you look at me thus? Roxane, I will tell you why. De Guiche, in despair 'tis a post of mortal danger. Roxane, turning round mortal danger. Cyrano, proof enough, that he has put us here. Roxane, to de Guiche, so, sir, you would have made a widow of me? De Guiche, nay, on my oath. Roxane, I will not go. I am reckless now, and I shall not stir from here. Besides, 'tis amusing. Cyrano, oh ho! So our precious is a heroine. Roxane, Monsieur de Bergerac, I am your cousin. A cadet, we will defend you well. Roxane, more and more excited. I have no fear of that, my friends. Another, in ecstasy. The whole camp smells sweet of orris root. Roxane, and, by good luck, I have chosen a hat that will suit well with the battlefield. Looking at de Guiche, but were it not wisest that the Count retire? They may begin the attack. De Guiche, that is not to be brooked. I go to inspect the cannon, and shall return. You have still time, think better of it. Roxane, never. De Guiche goes out.